that's why group classes are hard, because they have to address kind of like everything as a whole. And so when we do these, we can kind of address you as a whole, not a butthole. Which, if you missed that class, we did in our in this area to release the perineum fascia. And so we're just going to start each class with the breath of fire, just out with that breath, and it kind of is going to rev up the area that we're talking about. And so I'm going to have you do this a couple of times during class, but if you could just take your yoga toe and just kind of, this time it's just going to be like a little long noodle or whatever, I don't know, roll it up, and then we're going to stick that like right kind of underneath and try to get your pelvic bowl and so like your downstairs area. So if you're, notice if you're rounded and you can't sit in your downstairs area on there, so we're trying to get our downstairs area on there, for lack of a better term. And so it might be a little uncomfortable. And then when we're breathing, so when we do energy locks in yoga, we're inhaling and squeeze, and that's an energy lock. But anatomically, when we are working with the pelvic floor, we breathe a different way. So when we exhale is when we squeeze, and that's when we work the front area. So we imagine that we're peeing in the front, right? So we imagine that we're peeing, and then we stop and kind of now activate those front muscles, right? So peeing and stop, activate front muscles, pull them in, and then you have your middle area, and so act like you're like trying to lift something, pick something up, and now try to take those same muscles and almost like you're trying to scoop and pull something in and start to lift that muscles up. So you're actually trying to lift those up, and then now you've got your butt hole. Sorry, I had to. And you're putting a straw in your butthole. I mean, it's really helpful. I mean, it helps people get it. I don't know. So you have a straw in there, and you're trying to suck that chocolate shake from there all the way up. And so when we exhale is when we want to lift and squeeze those muscles, because we're training our body to be more connected with here, not only just emotionally but physically.